If you're a videographer, you know there's few worse feelings than looking back at your footage and seeing this. Instead of a nice clean image, you get a video that looks like it's been covered in zebra stripes. Light flicker happens under certain artificial lighting conditions when the frequency of the electricity of the artificial light that you're using doesn't quite line up with the frame rate that you're using on your camera. The usual approaches to fixing this include decreasing your frame rate, adjusting your shutter speed, or in post overlaying the clip on top of itself and kind of offsetting it by one frame. But shockingly, it was very difficult to find absolutely any information at all about what I think is the easiest and most effective way to deal with this issue. That method can be found right in the menu of your trusty Sony camera with the setting called variable shutter. And this is how you use it. First, go into your Sony a7 IV shooting menu, then go down to shutter/silent. Then all you have to click is anti-flicker set, and then make sure that variable shutter is set to on. Once you do this, exit out of the menu and you'll notice that your shutter speed has changed and is now 2 numbers followed by a decimal point. Now all you have to do is point your camera at the light that's causing the flicker, then adjust your variable shutter by 1 decimal point at a time until the flicker disappears. Basically, this setting lets you set your Sony camera perfectly to match the frequency of the electricity in the artificial light. And that's it. Using this technique took my footage from this to this. Now this feature is frustratingly not available on every Sony camera. For example, my FX3 cinema camera does not have variable shutter in the settings, but I've been told that its kid brother camera, the FX30, does. So I guess in classic Sony fashion, their rollout of features doesn't make a lot of sense at all, and there's really no consistency to which cameras will have it and which ones won't. So I guess here's to hoping that variable shutter will be a setting that's available on all their cameras in the near future, but I kind of doubt it. I know for me the setting of variable shutter was an absolute game changer in my production, and I'm sure it'll be really helpful on yours as well. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'm Kalen Charles, and I will talk to you next time.